I have to agree with you there. The Hextech Ultimatum and just a ton of burst damage coming from the side of Renekton. You will feel a tad bad whatever PP is going to pick up because this top and jungle duo is just very, very strong.
Although now looking at for Daddy, Kai'Sa and Lulu has been picked up, so QWQ will go to another route, picking up the Xayah and also the Nami instead. Huge AoE CC that can potentially disengage some of the engage potential for looking for Daddy.
Yeah, exactly. So I can imagine whatever jungler is going to get picked up. I imagine this could be a Xin Zhao and could potentially match the big level 3. Never mind, it's going to be a Kha'Zix. I will anticipate Wolf going in. We talked about this before. Not a Vi. Something that can provide damage, and a Kha'Zix will be that pick.
Yeah, and Twisted Fate gotta be locking in for QWQ. This is what we keep on talking about for QWQ as one of their main key champions that can literally carry the game and be present onto the map. So QWQ locking that in is a massive takeaway for QWQ.
Yeah, this is them going to be saying, hey, we're going to play more towards top side, level 5. We're going to gank tower dive, PP rather, on this Darius. And it's going to be more on towards Chi side to see if he can catch up, roam, get that hero's entrance.
It feels crazy to me that a Twisted Fate can come in that final pick. We sort of know that's what QWQ are looking for, but they're saying we're not going to bait ourselves into the trap. We want that global pressure to match the Galio, but we don't feel threatened. I feel like the Camille Renekton in those first 2 picks was a nice little adaptation, right? Steal away the combo, but also guarantee that you got 2 of the strongest champions in that portion of the map nice and early on. So QWQ, I'm leaning towards them right now. I'm feeling like they've got themselves a good little start here. But I tell you what, somebody else that has a great little start is our casting team. So let's throw it across to them. It's Contra and Omo.
Thank you very much, Skimmy. And this is going to be our final series for our Friday night. And it's the lower bracket in Group C. So far, Omo, I think we've already seen the draft between both QWQ as well as Looking for Daddy, both having very similar ideas to bring into the table. So this is definitely going to be an interesting one. It's the last chance in this series.
Yeah, that is correct, Contra. We cannot forget that this is an elimination match. Of course, both of these teams getting dropped down here to the losers bracket after losing their own matches 3-0. But I do want to point out that they lost a different caliber of opponents. But first of all, let's take a look at the draft here. I do like what QWQ are running. I think the draft gives them a lot of opportunities for success to dive top lane for this Renekton, to look for split push options in the mid game. And LFD, they have very limited options to engage onto QWQ. So I think they have a good draft going on. On the side of QWQ, their draft got limited pretty heavily. I think a good ban choice from LFD to take away the Jarvan as we're going into the game, Contra.
That's right. It's the first match here between Looking for Daddy and QWQ. And we have a fresh new face here for QWQ. Look-in comes in from the substitution to replace Cole on the marksman role. So I wonder how much of change will that be for QWQ.
Well, the first change that we're seeing right off the bat is no Ashe being picked up. And I know a lot of you guys have been very vocal about not liking the Ashe. So here, going for a more traditional pickup in the Xayah-Nami combination. I think that's perfectly fine here in the Baron lane. Sorry, in the Dragon lane, rather. And I think it's going to be a good 2v2 matchup into this Kai'Sa Lulu.
If this were to be a movie scene, it might have been very close to Wanted. But if Angelina Jolie is going to be watching, she might just be disappointed with the Ashe too. So, PP against Houghton, and we're already seeing barrier being popped in, and Houghton flashes forward with the ignite, might just be in time to pick up the honey fruit. PP survived.
Barely survives there with a tick of health. Both of these Baron laners with just a tick. PP, I think he'll stay to catch this wave, which means whole team he can recall here. Or he can pick up the honey fruit and come right back. Looks like that's what he's doing. 2v2.
Wow, mid lane, Millie having some scuffle, and that's first blood still. We're looking for Daddy with the ignite, taking down the health bar.
Ignite and rip off the dots, take down Tommy. I didn't quite catch what happened, but Tommy got dropped before I could really notice what was going on over there. And that's going to be a good start, right? We talked about how QWQ, they have a lot of options with the TF and Camille to fly towards the top side to get the Renekton leads. But if they get set back themselves, then this Kha'Zix has a very real chance to take over the game.
That's right, and I mentioned how much this is kind of like a mirror of their ideas of getting the mid laners ahead, and now they haven't got their elements just about yet. But once they do, probably there will be a little bit more of that global roaming, and Kazakhs getting that kill. This is gonna help him snowball a little tad bit.
It is indeed. It's going to be really nice. Kha'Zix is a champion who wants to, who enjoys snowballing. I would say he's very good when he's ahead, much less good when he's behind, as we saw from Banana's Vendetta, right? In 2 different games, he gave us 2 different Kha'Zix forms. When he was ahead versus when he was behind. Wolf here committing the ulti, but won't quite find anything. Quite cheeky, actually. I like this usage of the ult to dodge the ward, but Hotin will just one-shot the wave, and QWQ's Baron lane is finding some pretty good leads for himself.
Yeah, so far, I think it has been pretty great for PP. Emily going for the Bramble Vest here, and probably will be able to exchange a few more blows against Houghton. But
yeah, but Hotin, when he's coming back, he items himself. I think he's going to be happy. Not going to be able to lifesteal against that Bramble Vest is always going to be nice, though.
That's true. Well, we have pretty much of an even scoreline here, except for the fact that Looking for Daddy got that first blood over on the corner.
Yep.
So I want to see on that bot lane matchup here between this Kaisa as well as Zaya, which both have pretty safe support enchanters that could possibly get them surviving, especially when she is going for...
Keep them safe. Yeah, the heal is going to be nice for both of these supports. I'm quite curious that neither of them took the exhaust, which is so good against Kha'Zix and Camille respectively. Just opting for the keeping your AD carry safe, getting a little bit more healing and shielding going on there with the barrier as well. That's always I want a timer. It's almost 4 minutes. Both of these teams have their globals available. Galio against TF, both with the Roa. And it looks like they're just going to be facing off in the Dragon lane.
And speaking of the lane, this is where the Hexen Omen locks him right on the turret, but PP still trying to survive. The Ignite has already been popped. He did not land the Noxian Guillotine. And Chi just arrived to the scene. Voltian's got a drop. That's a double for the Kazakhs. And Wolf want to secure every kill for Looking for Daddy.
Every kill, and now the Rift Herald as well. They're going to get first move to this one. He's 1,000 gold or more up on Tommy. It's going to be a very big and scary Kazakhs here. They want to fight, I think.
One having some exchange with Lokin. Lokin dropping low. He does have the barrier. He still survived while the Herald is getting taken the fight. Looking for Daddy. Still the exchanges come right through. Dodges that Void Seeker. And well, QWQ still survived.
Yeah, that would have popped the plasma there. A lot of burst for Juan, but he opts not to go in. Knows that Locked In still has the 2 disguise available. So he's going to play it a bit safer there on the conservative end. And the big thing to take note of right now is how big this Kazakhs is, right? He's going to be a very scary force to be reckoned with, but he can't take over the game just yet. Couple of things for him to keep in mind. There is going to be a destiny to review him. There's going to be a Hextech ultimatum to lock him down. And it's not a simple task to try to assassinate a Zaya. Yeah, PP here getting out-traded pretty much constantly in this game.
Yeah.
Wolf, though.
I'm glad that you pointed out. Now Wolf playing a little bit too aggressively. And he burned the flash just to invade to the blue. I don't think that is the biggest of takeaway. But Looking for Daddy opts to reset on that track.
Yeah, they're going to try to start that one off, but we'll just give that one up since Wolf blew everything that his ultimate, his flash. They're going to be behind on spells. I want to point out Galio's getting jumped right now.
Oh boy.
Not going to see that, but that's fine.
I guess they don't really want to see it, but he still managed to walk out of it while Lokin just struggling to keep himself healthy. Many a times that you look at Juan playing extremely aggressively, and all you could possibly do as Butjai is just to land a perfect bubble, which isn't all too easy to do. Here comes Juan, once again, trying to rush right through. The bubble will connect. Same goes to the tile wave that's just dropped right in. Destiny being brought out. And that's where Wild Growth gets popped, but he won't be able to survive when just arrived to the scene with the hero's entrance. And Tommy, 1 HP, gets ignited, and one still moves right in with just his punch. Not really the best move with the gold card being popped. That's one more for CLJ.
Big mistakes there. When flashing in the straight line means that he will just get caught up by the wild cards. Kazakhs wants to come in and look for something, but won't quite find anything. PP misses on the spin and goes for the dunk. Either way, a lot of mistakes coming across the board. Can't say this is something which we did not expect. Both of these teams, I would say, on the lower end of skill in the playing field. And it's pretty much exactly what we're expecting, right? Mistakes across the board. Starts off with one getting too aggressive. And Wolf,
Oh,
he has Dominus.
He's diving right in, and now this is where Tommy comes in to turn the reverse. So no cards being brought to the table, and that's where G is kind of stuck in between. LFD.
Big mistakes for LFD. Big mistakes. And QWQ, they're just going to pick up a bunch of kills. And just like that, Tommy is back in the game. You want to give this to your Camille, my friend. He's going to take that one for himself. That's fine. Let's look at the map, though. Wen is pushing the Dragon turret. Going to do some damage here. Let's take a track off the goal. Let's tell you how things are going. QWQ with a slight lead. Herald is, of course, still available for Wolf. He did donate his shutdown over to Tommy, and leads on the side of QWQ going to find themselves in the pockets of Hotine as well as CLJ.
Yeah, just looking back at that dive that went absolutely wrong. Now that actually brings the Renekton back up online, finishing off that Blade Ruin King. Look at Wolf currently just by the side. He might just be able to go in for some good setup when now
Righteous Glory
goes in just to chase them over. And Firestorm, Milligan pop. That's where they managed to root down Wolf. Tommy goes over the wall. We'll be able to find Chi. Wild Growth being used. Destiny coming in as well. Now, Wen as well as Wolf won't be able to negate all these damage that come right through. 2 kills for QWQ.
Yeah, so many mistakes here. They're going to try to trade the mid and bot turrets for the bot turret of their own. Tommy, though.
Wow.
Okay, well done. I am at a loss for words right now.
I know.
But basically, the TLDR that was an over-engage for LFD. They tried to jump into the Feather Storm. That's not going to be a good idea, basically, any time, right? That results in them losing Dragon. And of course, this is going to be the first Dragon of the game at 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a hot mess here for QWQ, but they thrive in chaos and looking for Daddy. They tried to make all these calls work for them, but the only member that's currently having any form of lead is going to be Wolf. So we keep an eye out for him. He's only got that Duskblade of Drakta working towards a Black Cleaver as well, but they went for that dive.
What is this, man? Yeah, it just doesn't make sense, right? Once he goes into ulti, why are you still trying to chase her? Why is your Lulu walking in and getting chain CC? You know there's a Destiny's Gate available, and they just get completely punished. And I was going to criticize Hotine. He went for a very early teleport enchantment buy, uses it to defend the mid-lane turret. So I guess it does kind of work out for him. That is a big investment of gold, because that means that 2 turrets do get dropped. Both bot lane turrets are down. Current lane on the side of LFD is low. QWQ's mid is low, and that one I would say is infinitely more valuable. Steve, find a chance to go there and take that.
Indeed. Now, just having a little bit more of a reset, more vision being set from the side of QWQ. Now the problem is this: when you look at this Wolf, he probably has tried to dive in multiple members of QWQ. Didn't work against the Renekton. And of course, what happened in the bot lane here, not only did Loki survive, the rest of LFD, they took the short end mistake. Now they're going to be looking for PP as well.
Yeah, they're going to just break that turret. It's so low. I dislike how LFD try to make a rotation to come and save him when it's obvious that the turret is already dead. It's way too late. They should be here at mid lane trying to pressure that turret. They need to get that wave down, and oh my god, one's going to get caught.
Tommy, Hextech Ultimatum being dropped right in, and that's all that they even need. Not a single. Destiny was probably going to be utilized into full effect. Now, QWQ just keeps picking on a member after member from looking for Daddy, and this is the way that they wanted it to be. And you just look at the itemization, they've already got so many things in the bag.
I mean, if you look at these team comps across the board, right, honestly, they're really similar. Bruiser Baron laners, Assassini, or rather mobile and high damage junglers, global utility mid laners, and hyper carry marksmen with a utility enchanter support, right? So it's very similar team compositions. QWQ are just using it to its full effect. They're using the TF ultimate proactively. We have not seen the hero's entrance being used once proactively. I think it's been used once defensively. That's not what you want to see, right? You're reacting to QWQ. You're letting them dictate the pace despite your Kha'Zix starting game 3-0. And look at CLJ. Look at his items right now. 5-0 and 2. Roa, rapid fire cannon. He skips the Lich Bane. Goes straight for Death Cap.
Yeah, this Twisted Fate is absolutely huge. He could just basically remove one player by himself if he wants to. And the thing about QWQ is that they have great ease of execution. Now Loki's just gonna flash away. A lot of pressure coming from LFD, but that's a good Blade call to just chunk back some of the health bars of LFD.
Yeah, they just chunk some health bars, but nothing really comes out of that one. Biggest of these teams is the flash for Lokian. We do see a bit of an attempt here towards BP. He's gonna see it on the ward though, so he's gonna be just fine.
Right. Invading into the right side of jungle, looking for Daddy will secure the turret as they continue on with the pressure. Here comes the Destiny. That will be Win just spotting him out for the moment. And interesting enough, the timing on that Destiny definitely calls to question here. It could definitely be pulled in on better moments when they actually have opportunities to catch somebody out.
Yeah, I think they were just fishing a little bit right there. Not going to find anything. Wolf is way too ambitious. That's rapid fire.
Oh, great gold caught onto One. He turns golden for a bit. One just trying to hold him back with the taunt. While the rest of LFD, they're stuck in their own jungle. Hippie will have to take it all. And this is an early ace for QWQ.
Yeah, it is. It is indeed an early ace. They're going to get the Baron here as well. Lulu Wildgrowth was in use. Galio just flashes into Desire Featherstorm. You know, a lot of things which should not be happening are going to be happening. This looks like one of my ranked games, right? But ultimately, QWQ, they're going to pull ahead to a massive lead after this Baron dropped. Yeah, you look at CLJ. He's still pushing mid lane. He gets a tier 2 for free. They get the Baron just like that. 13 minutes in the game. 10,000 gold lead for QWQ. Baron, Dragon. They are firmly in the driver's seat, and this looks to be a dominant game 1 here for QWQ.
Yeah, that's 10,000 gold lead that we're talking about here. I don't think that they're going to be dropping the ball anytime soon. But if there's going to be a point of contest looking for Daddy, probably will look to the Dragon. Let's have a look at the replay again.
That's gonna be, yeah, look at that. Aggressively into Desire, who can just use his ultimate to disengage the fight when he should come back, peel away the fight with his team. And it all starts off, of course, with Wolf once again overly aggressive, jumps in for no reason into a team comp which excels at punishing your over aggressive attempts. And it looks like QWQ, when they don't have the Jarvan, when they don't have the Vi, their overly aggressive tendencies are just getting punished. Sorry, LFD rather.
Yeah, and the bigger problem here is also opening up the Camille on top of that, giving Tommy so much of that accessibility where you can just free roam, dive right in. Now they get one more turret right down bottom, and that's Tidal Wave dropping onto One with the Hex element just to put him to place. And
they're trying to end.
They're already having minutes in there. I guess
yeah,
it's not
just gonna get mid. Okay, so a bit of an iffy situation right now. I think they could end though if they find one more pick.
Right, good bubble onto 2, but they're not looking to dive too much. QW, they're feeling absolutely confident and comfortable, so they just go in, siege each side of the lane one after another, while they just send 2 members onto the Drake.
Yeah, and they're just going to get the Drake for free, going to get some resets. Once they come out of base, they are just going to come in the top lane and just try to break the inhib and the game. It's a pretty simple situation. QWQ finding themselves in right now, firmly in the driver's seat. They have the handle on the game. They should be able to close this one out without much issue.
And you just look at Lokian once more, right? Like, this is his debut performance, and he's playing a very clean Xayah. You got to give credit to Bajai, because many of all these occasions, it was not only great setup with the Tidal Wave on top of great Octo Prisons as well. So whenever the situation arises, this support has always been side by side with Lokian, just having that wall growth to keep him alive and still having that heal that most often than not necessary for them to even pop out in some of these fights, but Destiny now being called in, there won't be any dive though.
Yep. Yeah, they're just using it for the Destiny and not for the gate. It's not necessary. They just want to have a full handle of things. They want the information. Just like that, turret's down. Nothing you can do, LFD. You're just too little, too late. That's going to be super minions in all 3 lanes. I'm quite surprised they even opted to back. Why not just try to end the game right here? Guess they want to wait for one more Baron Nashor. Gonna play it safe. Play it by the book. QWQ 15,000 gold up. They don't want to risk losing it.
And we look back into the past series where Flash Wolves got taken down. Now looking for Daddy, just being another hope for the Taiwanese region, isn't really in a good starting performance at all. And we haven't seen QWQ perform this way, and I kind of wish I see it sooner in those earlier series.
Well, QWQ, they kind of got rolled by Banana.
Oh,
so
getting rolled right now as you speak. TP coming in, Hero's entrance drops onto Tommy. Well, it is a perfect taunt onto QWQ. The collapse comes in. Hokin cleans
man.
up shop. It's a
have
double
gate.
for Loken. And that gate will connect that gold car on top. But when the last member remaining for LFD will get jumped upon. Minions crashing in left, right, none in the center, but that's about it. LFD takes his first loss with QWQ taking the point.